Hello, welcome back, everybody. What's going on? Podcast and chill.
With the incredible, wonderful, always original Neil Quinto.
And the dynamic of the dynamic duo, Mr. Christopher Bernard, the elegant, the intelligent, the sophisticated, dapper young man. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, my friend? Thank you, everyone, for listening. We're going to just dive right into this. What are we talking about here?
Today is the Masterclass Podcast. And I want to thank you very much for... So there's a special in the Masterclass right now. If you sign up for the year, they're allowing you to have a second membership for free. And I get this email, and my extremely generous confidant here sent me a complimentary membership. And I thank you. Thank you so much for that. And it's, I'm looking forward. So let everybody know you've had a membership before. Let everybody know what it is. And
yes, I was tuned into Masterclass through my brother-in-law, and he shared that with me, and it was amazing. I got to do classes from Aaron Sorkin, Shonda Rhimes, Martin Scorsese, and Neil Gaiman. It was just
cool.
Just hearing them talk about writing was incredible. So yeah. I've been itching to get back and take in more of this content while in lockdown, and was like, absolutely, I knew you'd be interested, so I wanted you to,
Thank you. I so enjoy it. Yeah, because they do a terrific job, like stylistically, visually, like the quality of the video and the instructions pretty cool. So I've only got to see two so far, but there's ones that I never would have thought I'd be interested in that I bookmarked.
Oh, it's amazing. What would you bookmark?
Well, they do like trailers, commercials. Yeah. And there's this one, The Gardening Gangster. So, yes, it's this man from Los Angeles, California, and he basically, what's his name? Ron Finley teaches gardening, and he's like in this lush, like urban garden. Like it looks impossible for you to have a garden there, but he's made like a nursery.
Whoa, that's incredible.
He teaches you to use anything, pots, old drawers from.
The extra drawers and stuff.
Yeah, like it's pretty interesting, and he talks. He'll go into depth into the different types of plants and flowers and such that you can garden. But it was number one, the contrast. He's a very urban, gardening gangster. Like just those two words don't go together.
Yeah, no,
very intriguing.
I know. I picture like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart like hanging out.
That's it. Yeah. Oh wait. Well, maybe it's not so original.
That's amazing. I guess there is a market for them.
But it's a beautiful platform for the everyday person to go and get educated on what it takes to really master a craft. And the first one I had to go to, I was super interested in, was Stephen Curry, NBA basketball player. He's the best shooter, the best pure shooter in the NBA. So he does instruction on ball handling, shooting skills, and like the nuance of what he looks at, how he holds the ball. Like for people that do it recreationally, all they think is just get the ball, hold it, and throw it up there, and pray it'll go in. He like talks about his pregame routine, his off-day practice routine. And it really is like competitive for him. Like he'll shoot 100 shots after practice. He'll know exactly how many. He'll count how many he's made and missed, of course. And every day he strives to, be perfect. And I think when you're in your job and it becomes mundane, you forget how you can, revisit passion. And that's becoming the best at what you do, or, putting the best effort you can at what you do. So I really enjoyed that.
That's incredible. What you just kind of clued me into is that when I was watching these things, I didn't realize. I mean, they talked about their own personal writing processes, and really I got privy to those writing habits, and I was like, wow, that works. I'm going to adopt that habit and make it a habit to build that skill. And I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but that's what this is. The masterclass is allowing you access to these people that, everybody kind of idolizes in some respect. These people are at the top of their industries, and they're showing you these small daily habits that they're doing that most don't consider, which is so cool. And I think the way that online schools are trending, especially now in this current time, in this current climate, that's kind of what's missing. You've got the curriculum,
great
there, but what isn't being taught is the habits that make you that successful in that sort of specific industry.
Mm-hmm. What would draw one to engage or subscribe to this online learning platform is you want to see the nuance and the background stuff, and you want to get the commentary into. I think you really you're curious to know if your insight is correct, and that is it as easy as that guy makes it look, or that gal makes it look? What's the little tricks that if I just apply it, all of a sudden I'm Steph Curry? Like, let's just make that clear. You're not going to be any of these people. Not overnight, right?
Exactly.
They catch you at the right time. Like, I really found like every time they do interviews with the top of the top in their class, and these people reflect back, it seems like it was instilled within them. They had this innate set of skills that they were already always going for something, and then they just put that energy into whatever it is they're doing today.
Yes, you can see that it's always built over time. You're just kind of like, okay, and you get that sense of their character. What's really cool is, seeing any of these professionals on Masterclass, just sort of in the media, you just get these highlights and glimpses of who they could be, and Masterclass gets to step behind that, and you get to see who they are, and then you're like, wow, that's I get your success. I get how you got to your success because of that persistence that you are, pointing to.
That addiction and that compilation of those and the accumulation of that effort every single day.
Yes.
You can't forget that. Like, you're looking at what's close to a finished product, but what they do is small steps every day. So the irony in what we're saying is these people have special talents, and some of them, in particular, Steve Martin. So I just watched now comedian Steve Martin, all-time great comedian. It's funny, he acknowledges, he's like, I'm not particularly talented, and I got lucky. He uses that in his opening trailer in his first lesson. I'm like, wow. So it gives you like that, little semblance of like hope that, okay, anybody can make it in the stand-up comedy world. And I suppose you could, but then he goes, and then I think the beauty of it is he knows he's in like rare air, and he's humbled to the point where he's like, it's not because I was just given those things. And he kind of alludes to, I guess anybody could do it, but there's also this pride and I guess a touch of arrogance, even though I don't see him as an arrogant guy, but that's like, you could do it if you just listen to what I say, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of and he breaks it down in a very practical, which is why I love, he's very endearing, his emotions, like when you watch his movies, he was a very silly stand-up. I think pop comedy in the beginning.
Yeah.
But the way he described his work, there's no special gift, just start talking, become engaged, become intelligent, get active, just talk to a friend for 5 days straight, and like instantly you'll see a change. Like he's saying, like, you may not naturally have the gifts, and he said a lot of the comedians that he knows are introverts.
Really?
Right? And then going on stage allows them to be that the 180, that ulterior persona.
Yes. Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
What did he say? Go where the action is. Someone, an old buddy of his was like, I want to be a comedy writer. I'd love to write for the Tonight Show. And he's like, he's like, okay, well, start by going where the action is. Like, go to Toronto, go to New York, go to LA, go to Chicago, because it's all about preparing yourself and being within arm's reach of an opportunity as well, right? And I think, again, there's a hidden message in that is like, will you do what you need to do? Will you go to great lengths to do it? Because people are like, they say they want to, but they really are just dabbling, and they're not going to commit to moving, right?
Right. Well, good point. Huh.
So I got through the first lesson and thoroughly enjoyed that. But these guys are constantly thinking, and they look at everything as being potential material.
Oh yeah, everything is funny to them. Like
all the time, right?
Timing, right? It's funny. It has to be. That comedic mind is at that. Well, not all comedic minds, but the really good ones, are geniuses, and they are the top of their game for that reason, because they're a genius.
Did I mention this? Louis C.K. came back with his.
Yeah, we talked about we saw a little clip of his.
Yeah. And I think his opening bit is talking about like.
Yeah. Right? He gives advice.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And then I believe you talked about it. There's a documentary on Dave Chappelle winning the Mark Twain Award.
Yes, we did that. Yes. You haven't checked it out yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to. Unfortunately, it's not on the IPTV. So when it finally does, I watched his acceptance speech though on YouTube. So I enjoyed that.
Beautiful. Yes.
And I read about it on Wikipedia, and that's rare air as well. Like that award is reserved for, you're the best of the best. And
yes.
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor was the first.
Yes.
It's a tremendous achievement amongst his peers, and he recognized his peers, and I think that's the ultimate sign of respect too, when your other greats are recognizing his talent.
Exactly, and I think that's what made it appealing for him. He got to be honored alongside greats, so he will go down as the legend that he is, and incredible legacy.
Awesome. What, any other masterclasses that you want to watch?
Well, we'll circle back to because we have all year. We got this new pass.
Yeah.
We got all year, so we'll chime into more masterclasses as we take them and more insight. So
this will be the Masterclass Podcast.
Nice.
I hope one day we can do a masterclass on podcasting. That would be wonderful.
Woo! Damn.
This conversation. That's
we just talking. We just here to talk.
Steve Martin now. It's just
talking.
Meanwhile, this is the interesting thing about podcasting, and even I suppose television too. Sometimes people just think that they can do it because they're watching again the finished product. It's like, I can go up there and just riff on anything, or go on television and just deliver any teleprompter. And I'm like, then you do it, and like I think most people are actually terrified before they even start. So
yes, they're terrified of making mistakes, sounding silly.
Yeah, that's such a huge step if you even let yourself do it, right? So, yeah. Anyways, thank you. I just want to say thank you so much again for sharing that with me.
Oh, listen, you were down from our last talk about the 5 stages of like, I need to get his mind out of that gutter. Let's get his mind on something fresh. Let's look at something new. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we talked about it for years to come.
Yeah, I look forward to more. I hope you guys look forward to more. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. Until next time, my wonderful, elegant, intelligent, dapper, and the most sophisticated, well-presented man in podcasting, Christopher Bernard.
He's lying. Look at his head top. This is terrible. We always coiffing, looking silky, smooth, and fresh. Neil Quinto with that $1 million smile.
Yeah, I got to put the stingers in with the voice. So, love you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Take care.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.